So if you're having trouble gaining weight, it can be just as annoying as someone who's having a hard time losing weight, but nobody ever talks about it. But there's some steps that can really help. And number one is to fix any digestive symptoms at all. If you're having any digestive symptoms, that's a really strong sign that your digestion is not working in a way that allows you to break your food down correctly and get the nutrients out of that food. That's what your body uses to rebuild its tissues and to rebuild the body. You need nutrients from the food you're eating. If you can't digest it correctly, you can't access those nutrients. And if the nutrients are not coming in, the body will also break itself down to get those nutrients. You're basically eating your own body and it's swiveling away, and that's going to restrict the ability to gain weight. So we really need to make sure that we can give the body the building blocks that it needs to rebuild our tissues and our body. We also want to make sure we're correcting any hypoglycemic issues that a person might be having. If they're having aggressive reactions to carbohydrates and sugars and their body's processing that glucose too aggressively, we need to fix that, or that's going to restrict the body's ability to rebuild correctly. On that same regard, there's an imbalance called a catabolic imbalance, where the body is supposed to break itself down during the day and then rebuild itself at night. But if it gets stuck in this catabolic state all the time, the person's not rebuilding, and they'll continue to waste away and lose weight and have a hard time putting weight on. We also want to consume the right carbs at the right time. If you're just consuming all junk carbs and stuff like, I'll just eat all this, you're going to gain weight, it's going to cause troubles in other areas that can restrict the ability to gain the right kind of weight that you're wanting to gain. So you really want to know the right carbs. You want to have real food carbs like sweet potatoes, butternut squash, yams, things with some carbohydrates in it that are not pizza and sugar and candy bars and such. So if you want to dig into these steps a little bit deeper and understand them more, just find the link in our pinned comment or the description on our full video on 5 steps if you can't gain weight.